Hey guys, we've just added a new feature to our value betting tool, so I thought I'd make a quick video just to explain it to you. If you've been using the tool already, you will have spotted it. We've added Pinnacle odds as a column on the table here. Now, if you're not already familiar with Pinnacle, the bookmaker, the reason for that is that you can't actually bet with them in Australia, but they're still very useful to us because their odds are generally considered to be the most accurate in the world. They take huge amounts of money, particularly on US sports, and they've got low margins. So, because they've got low margins, they attract all the smart money in the market. They then adjust their odds based on the way that smart money's betting, and that makes their odds even more accurate as they continue to adjust. So Pinnacle's a great point of reference when you're trying to figure out if a bet has a positive expected value or not. Now, up until we've added Pinnacle, we've been using a slightly different method for calculating fair odds. What we do is we devig all of the available odds that we have available to us, and then we average those devigged odds. You can see the explanation there. Now, with US sports, I would say that our fair odds method is valid, but if there was a difference between the kind of numbers that we were getting and what Pinnacle was suggesting was the fair odds, it would certainly put me off betting and has done. Up until now, my process has been look for plus EV bets on the tool and then double check against Pinnacle, or if it's soccer, I double check against Betfair as well. But for US sports, certainly double check against Pinnacle. Now that we have Pinnacle here, this is going to simplify things a lot. But you can see that when the bookie count is high, our fair odds method actually does a pretty good job of getting close to Pinnacle. So these are obviously very close here. With soccer, as I mentioned, Pinnacle isn't as sharp on soccer, so there'll probably be more differences there. But with the US sports, you generally get pretty close in the ballpark. And with this, we now have them here. I should point out that, so we've got the Nuggets here, we've got 1.46. If I come over to Pinnacle and just bring up that match, where are we? Denver Nuggets. It's actually 1.413 here. What we've done, this is showing the devigged Pinnacle odds. So obviously Pinnacle does have a margin. If we just throw those numbers in, 1.413 and 2.97, it gets you to that kind of 1.46, which we have here. So we have devigged them to give you what Pinnacle thinks is the true odds, and you can use that as a point of comparison when scrolling through here. Obviously, if there is a big difference, you can see here our fair odds are a little bit lower than Pinnacle's. That's going to happen from time to time. It just depends on the inputs that we've got in our fair odds. We are looking to add more and more bookie data, including some more overseas bookies, into our calculations here, because the more information you get, generally the closer it gets to what you could consider being the true fair odds. But obviously, if you just want to trust Pinnacle, there's plenty of people who would say you can't do any better than just trusting Pinnacle when it comes to US sports. So the devig penny odds there, whether that's 2.128 or 2.16, we're still getting a value bet either way. So you can place that confidently. But if the Pinnacle odds were at 2.25, say, and we're at 2.128, that's going to give me pause for thought. And you can take this information and do whatever you want with it. As you scroll down, you're going to see. But I should point out that we've got certain markets. Obviously, NBL we might not have on there. So if you're looking, specifically to bet on markets where we do have Pinnacle as a comparison, we can use the filters to do that. We can just go to Pinnacle, is not, we display it as NA here, but actually for the filter purposes, you just do is not 0, and that just means that we're going to have Pinnacle odds here somewhere. And yeah, we can kind of come down here and scroll through. One thing that I've noticed myself while doing this, I'm actually going to put on my American sport filter because that's where Pinnacle is the most accurate. We've got that. I'll put the Pinnacle filter on as well. Yeah, if you come down here and look for ones where Pinnacle is actually being recommended, that means Pinnacle's got the best odds. This one, for example, we've got a big discrepancy between our F.I.R.E odds and Pinnacle. So obviously that would make you question whether these F.I.R.E odds are accurate. And what you can actually do is come over to the OCT and find out why are they being kind of dragged down so much. So what we're looking at, we're on Washington Commanders minus 14.5. So I'll just bring up the line market and we'll get the 14.5 line. We'll bring up the plus 14.5 as well. And we can have a look at that and see, okay, so Pinnacle is 3.26, which is higher than every other bookie. But on the flip side of that, we've got 1.44 at Ladbrokes and Sportsbet. So if we did want to trust Pinnacle as the true source of fair odds for US sport, we could plug 1.38 and 3.26 into the true odds calculator. 3.26. Yeah. And we can see the Pinnacle suggesting that it should be at 1.41, which means that actually the value here, if we're trusting Pinnacle, is on Ladbrokes or Sportsbet. So there's different ways that you can use it. Obviously, in an ideal world, our fair odds calculation and penny is going to line up, and that's going to be perfect. But when it doesn't, it means there's something curious there, and it's something worth investigating because there might be an opportunity. But yeah, so this is another step in the gradual kind of progress and updates that we're making on the value betting tool. There's still more to come, but obviously with the NBA season starting next week, this is going to be a huge addition for us. So for all the pro members who are using this and are going to be looking to place those value bets during the NBA season, hopefully this is going to be very useful for you and you're going to enjoy it. And if you've got any questions, feedback, suggestions, anything like that, just let us know. Okay, cheers guys.